I got pep up here. Jesus. Alright. Time to vlog. Here we go. Time to vlog. Okay. The first thing I want to show you today is a pattern I came up with while playing with Charlie. Charlie was sitting there and he was doing this, right? Which I found very interesting. This sort of like plunger motion here. Like it looked like a machine, you know, and I thought about the juggling pattern, like 3-ball juggling pattern. I think it's called the machine or the factory or something, where you have like 2 in this hand and you have 1 over here and you bring it over and you drop it. Like you grab another one, you bring it over and drop it. So I thought about that and started doing this. Which I really liked. So it's like, it looks like a machine, right? Maybe not, I don't know. That's a nice variation to that little Ronin stack there for the machine. But then I thought, well, when we get here, we can just do a G-pop and switch. Now this one's down, this one's up. And then you can go into it on the other side. So did that. That. And then you can do it continuously. It's hard to keep this plunger one straight up and down. Alright, that's enough of that. Okay. So another thing I picked up while watching Charlie spin is he's doing this motion. It kind of looks like you're playing with nunchucks or nunchaku. So I kind of been referring to it as Charlie chucks. So it's really simple. You basically have 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're just stalling it at those points, and you just swing it in front of you and stall towards behind you whenever you get to one of those corners. What I like about it is it's a really simple framework that you can improvise on. So you can, it doesn't matter where you go on these points. You just follow this simple rule that when you get there, you stall, and then you go somewhere else. So it really lends itself to one, improvisation. So you can just make it up as you go along. You don't need to have like a set pattern that you're gonna repeat. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. The other thing is that it makes it really easy to beat match with that because it's so pronounced, the stalls. There's other things where you can have a simple framework to improvise within, and so that you can do a lot of stuff without having to think about it. Another example of this would be Zan's diamond. Basically, you imagine a diamond in front of you, a 4-point diamond like that, right? So your hands are going to be moving in butterfly around this diamond and along the vertical and horizontal lines connecting the corners. So there's 4 corners, and each one has 3 options. And then every time you get to a corner, you just decide which other corner you want to go to. And you don't have to follow a set pattern. You can if you want to, but pretty much every time you get to a corner, you just go to another corner and carry on. There's a lot of polyrhythm stuff going on there too that I'm not going to go into right now. But the basic idea is that you limit yourself to this simple framework so that you can just play and not really think a whole lot about what sort of pattern you want to make. You just kind of make it up as you go along. Okay, I taught a tosses class at Wildfire, and I showed a bunch of variations, and I forgot one that I wanted to show. It's nothing like terribly exciting, but just wanted to add it here, and it's super simple. You just like that. In my last video, I did this sort of pendulum drop stall, like that, where you're in a pendulum, you stall there, and then you drop down into a downward stall. If you do this in 1.5, the timing works out so that in the time it takes the pendulum to stall horizontally and then down, the other head makes it around the circle and can stall upward. So you always end up with an up-down stall. The first thing I found after posting that video was that you can repeat it. All you do is, once you go into the up-down stall, you just pull out of it in split time, same direction, the opposite direction that you were going before, and then you do 1.5 in the opposite direction, and then you do your up-down stalls again with switching which one is up and which one is down. What I found really interesting was that this works with any 1.5. Yeah. So that's what it looks like repeating. That is with this 1.5, okay? If you want to do it with this 1.5, it looks like this. Okay, the other cool thing that I found was that it also works with the 3-pedal Antispin versus Pendulum hybrid, because this has the same sort of harmonic resonance as a 1.5. The pendulum goes through one full cycle. It swings one way and it comes back the other way and ends up where it started. So that's one full cycle. And then the 3-pedal makes 2 beats. That makes 2 full circles. So that's a 2-to-1 polyrhythm ratio, which is essentially 1 to 1/2 scaled up by 2. Does that make sense? Okay. The point is, this pendulum drop thing also works with that, and it looks like this. Yay! I don't feel like that was a very funny episode. I'm sorry. I apologize if that was not very entertaining. Hopefully the patterns were good, right? Okay, bye.